This one for my real niggas round town in the drop top, riding down I-75. This one for my street niggas playing niggas.
The time is about 5:15 here. And we're dropping Daddy's car off in Charleston. We are here at the Charleston Vehicle Processing Center. And there's Jose with his car, getting it ready to go. It's going to Italy. Lennox, can you say bye-bye, car?
Bye-bye, car.
Bye, car. And the cars. What are you doing? What are you doing today?
Turning in my vehicle.
Where at?
South Carolina, Charleston to be exact.
Oh.
Because we go to Italy.
Yeah, shawty. Yeah. What you doing, Lennox? On our way back to Fort Bragg, we stopped at the Junction Kitchen in North Charleston. Jose was over it with this whole car shipping thing. My car gave us drama. But it was really good here. I would suggest anyone going to get the coffee rubbed bacon. Once we got back home, we started on Jose's CIF return, and we went down the list of all the stuff he had to return, and it took a pretty long time, like the entire night. Well, like a couple hours.
Individual F insert.
We double checked, triple checked to make sure, and then Jose the next couple days had to really like clean those things even if he didn't use them. Here is, I think it's the day before we're leaving, and we're just basically tearing down each room, getting things in boxes ourselves, so that the actual moving day will be easy. And also, if you're moving with your TVs, make sure that you get proof that the TV worked, as we're doing here, making sure there's no cracks on the screen, no scratches on the back, nothing's broken, so that once they deliver it, if something is wrong, we can dispute it and try to get our money for the TV. Downstairs in the living room, we're breaking everything down here. And here I am, packing up all the kitchen stuff myself. The movers did say that I could pack it up, but I shouldn't close the boxes and try to make like very detailed notes on the box of what was inside so they can do their own inventory. We just had our own bad experiences moving, so we wanted to do our own packing as much as we could. Lennox just living his life. And Lola, I think at the time, was packing her room up. She packed her room. We packed our room.
Okay, well. I'll tell up. These are about to come down. We had these up. I took them down. As you can see, we got the ratchet blind thing going on here in our little curtains on the floor. Got boxes, bags, and the hubby. Say hi, Daddy.
Hello.
Not you putting an AirTag in the shoes. You're not even gonna put them like deep in there?
Oh, would you get signal?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to check on the other one.
You wanna check it?
Yeah. Today is the day. The day that we say goodbye. Everybody to Fort Braggina. Until next time. Oh. Hey, what's today? What's today?
Brother house.
Brother house. How about Nani's house? Gonna miss some things about Fort Bragg. It's kind of bittersweet. This is where we brought our baby. A brand new little baby. And we're out. Okay, so from the kitchen, this little bathroom in here, and then walk out. Here is the garage. Can fit 2 smart cars and plenty of little, no. I want to talk about our PCS start. So this is going to be like the beginning part because we're not even in Italy yet. Today is the day before Jose leaves, and hopefully we'll be following soon after. So we're going to Vicenza, Italy. We're coming from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and everything's all started to take effect in like February. Around February, he got like, I want to say like not hard orders, but like they're telling him he's.
I got notified of an assignment. I came up on assignment to Italy,
and so we were told to do like the beginning stages, like getting all our stuff ready for EFMP, and luckily we thought we were gonna go the year before, so I had already gotten all my paperwork together. The EFMP is just them checking everybody's medical history to see if the gaining unit can support their hospitals can support the family members that are coming in, because Vicenza, Italy, I hear it has a small medical facility. So we started EFMP and we had to get an appointment in March, right? It was March.
Early March. We got an appointment for April 28th.
So we actually had to call and get an appointment. Like, we weren't gonna just call and go in for an EFMP appointment. You had to wait in line for your EFMP appointment. So like, as soon as you know that you're going, just start getting your stuff ready so that you can get that EFMP appointment. It took us a month to get, was it a month?
Month and a half. Like
a month and a half to get an appointment with EFMP at Fort Bragg. And we got our appointment April 28th at 8 a.m. and it was the virtual one. This is in 2022. So I don't know where you will be when you're watching this, if they'll still be doing the virtual, which was really easy. They just call you and ask you a bunch of questions, and you had to have already dropped off all your paperwork, and they go through all your paperwork, they go through all your history, ask you a million questions, and it was probably like 45 minutes? It was like 30 to 45 minutes long, because they went through myself and my two kids' history. And unfortunately, I was missing some documents, so I had to go back and add to that paperwork. So our paperwork wasn't officially sent off until May 13th. And they actually sat on it for a week. So it was actually...
So we turned it in on the 5th. And she didn't send it. Everything was turned in and finalized on the 5th of May. And it wasn't sent forward to Italy until the 13th of May. And a turnaround, automatic turnaround for that is 30 days. You won't hear nothing back for another 30 days.
All right.
So you have to dress yourself with a lot of patience. And it wasn't until the 31st day that we heard something back.
Yes. The day was June 14th. Is that right?
No, June.
So actually, EFMP took 1 month to get our first appointment for April 28th. We had to get some extra records added from a civilian doctor, which they made me join EFMP, me and my daughter. And the EFMP rep didn't send it off to Germany. I think it's in Kaiserslautern, which handles Italy, May 13th. And by June 13th, EFMP was finally approved, and Jose got his final orders June 15th. They sent it off May 13th, and it was literally 31 days.
Anyway, I didn't get my orders till June 14th.
And they won't give you your orders until they have approve the EFMP for the family members. They won't send the orders with the whole family until the EFMP is approved. So you can't do anything else. You can't do your passports. You can't do your visas. You can't set up anything until that's done. So you're sitting there waiting, like trying to get things together for everything else, but you can't actually send anything off because you don't have any orders. So we got the orders on June 14th. Our daughter was visiting family in Georgia, and we had to get the passports. So we drove down to Georgia to Dobbins Air Force Base and applied for our no-fee passports. And we thought they would be sent up like right away. And we thought that the turnaround everybody was saying was 4 weeks. It ended up being 7 weeks. So we got our no-fee passports because of something that happened. We still don't know what happened, but we just got our passports and we're now in August. But in between that, a whole lot of other stuff happened. Jose sent out his car.
Shipping your car was pretty easy. If it just depends on the bank that you're financing your car with. If it's a military-friendly bank, you just basically need proof or the authorization of for shipment, your tags, and make sure that your vehicle does not have any active recalls at the time of shipping. And that's basically it.
Clean it out.
It has to be that's one thing. It has to be like it just came out the lot clean inside and out. And they do check. They'll bring you back there while they're checking it. And it's pretty much that.
And this is for the car that the military ships, because the military will only send one vehicle right now, and so we're taking 2. But Jose is talking about the car that the Army is shipping, so it's not out of your pocket on the first car. And again, a lot of people had better. For the second vehicle, shipping the second vehicle using USAA as their, if you finance your car, if you can refinance it, if you have time to do it before you move, do it through USAA. I'm doing it through Navy Federal, but I'm running into issues with my car, which is the second car that I'm paying out of pocket for. They needed the title. A copy of the title with like a signature on the front and the back.
Notarized.
And notarized. And Navy Federal is not going to do that because they're saying if they sign that, that means that you're selling the car, right? What was it? Or that you basically own the vehicle. Mm-hmm. So they weren't going to do it. But they were able to give me the original title, which I can take with me to Italy. But it was a hassle to get that. And we worked on that for like a month, trying to get that title. And we haven't shipped my car yet. And so I don't even know how this is going to work out, if it works out or not. But I've heard that USAA for the second vehicle is the best one to go with if you're financing your car. I want to add here that the quote for my car was $1,700 plus $400 for pickup in Alpharetta, Georgia, and I would have to pick it up in Livorno, Italy. Jose sent his car off like first week of July. What was it?
July 5th.
July 5th. And we're here August. Where are we at? 16. And the car just now, it's saying it's just now, well, not just now, but I don't know, like in the last week or so.
The last 2 days, it's saying that it just started sailing like 2 days ago.
So it's gonna be a while till we get the car, most likely, because it's got to go to Germany and then it gets
transported down to Vicenza.
Right. So they told him that the latest that it would make it was September 9th or something like that. But I'm hopeful that it'll make it by then. But my car, on the other hand, I probably won't get it back till December, January time frame.
This be a Christmas present.
Yeah. Let's see. We also want to talk about the unaccompanied bags, the unaccompanied baggage, and our household goods.
How that whole thing played out, that's a whole different video. That's a good 45-minute story right there itself. That was horrible. It was.
Yeah, they sent so many text messages changing who was gonna move us, the companies. We ran into a lot of issues, and on the day of moving, on the day that they came to pick us up, it was just a whole lot of. So the unaccompanied bags, this was like rushed. They came at like 6 o'clock at night. They rushed through our house. We had pulled some things to the side. They were irritated because we had a lot of stuff, but we were trying to send over there things that we wanted to have right away, and which was some of Jose's gear, like clothes, stuff for my kids, winter clothes, yeah, toys for my son, and they came over, kitchen appliances, just stuff so we don't have to go and buy over, like really easy stuff like a broom, whatever. So he came over. They were, the main guy, who was kind of irritated, going through real fast. Every time I would say something else had to go, he was like, we don't have space in the van. The van was already full of other people's stuff. So I'm looking like, bro, how are they gonna get all their stuff in there, and how do they know which one is ours? Because they're just like packing it in there. The second guy that was with him, he was just working, just doing what the guy said, but they was like just stuffing it into the van. I'm watching them do it, and I'm just like, oh my god, our stuff is all mixed in with this random other person's stuff.
They stuffed the whole 65-inch TV in this van. I'm just like,
yeah, they took my important documents, because I sent important documents that I didn't have to have on me, like what's wrong?
Just trying to see the 12 minutes.
I sent like just important paperwork that I didn't need, but I wanted it to get there first. And I think, did you see them take it out? You saw them take out the thing by itself. So it wasn't like a little plastic crate, and they took it out by itself. And I was like, they didn't put it into something. I was so worried about it that. And then there was some other stuff, like they took my daughter's guitar. The guitar was brand new. She probably played on it twice. It's an acoustic guitar. And we wanted to send one of her guitars with unaccompanied baggage and one on her on the plane. Well, they packed it, and then they made my husband, like, after they were done doing it and being irritated, and he's telling me like, oh, well, they didn't tell us that it was gonna be this much stuff, so we got this little thing. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to come back, and it's dark outside at this point, and we're just kind of like, I'm even like, I'm not scared, but I just didn't even want to tell him that we had more stuff that needed to go in there.
It was pushing 8:30 at night, and this guy's rushing through everything.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of my fault when he was just rushing. I'm sign here, sign there, sign here, and I signed.
He didn't tell us anything. He didn't say like, oh, you can look through this and make sure that this is what it is, and you can say this isn't. So there's a part at the bottom of your unaccompanied baggage. They give you a paper of all the things that they took, and at the bottom it says remarks, and if you don't agree with something that they wrote, you can write in there yourself what you don't agree with. So he was like rushing him to sign it. I saw him do it, but I didn't say nothing because I was just so angry about the whole thing. That was, if I say something, everybody's gonna be mad because he's trying to get out, and I just sat back and let them do it. I look at the paper and I'm reading it, and they're saying that my daughter's guitar was soiled and badly damaged. So I'm thinking, once we get to where we're going, if they break it, I can't dispute that, because they've already said that it's broken, basically. So and then my husband was like, they took your important documents and kind of just threw it in there, and I was like, what? With all that other stuff? So I was so upset that the next day, like first thing in the morning, we called. And actually, someone came. What was it for the home goods? The lady, who was she with?
She was quality control.
Yeah.
Quality control.
She was quality control for home goods. Household goods. So they were going to. So household goods, they pick up all the rest of your stuff, like your big stuff, the stuff that doesn't come first. So she came and she was doing quality control, like telling us what we need to have ready, how everything's gonna play out. And if we had any questions, we could call her. So I was telling her a little bit about what happened the day before, and she was able to give me a contact, and somebody was going to meet me up there and help me get some of that stuff back, because I felt really uncomfortable sending it with them.
So don't let these contracted companies try to rush you or kind of hustle you for your own things. These are your things, you pay for them, so you have all the right and being picky on how you want your things packed. All right, for whatever rank you hold at the time, you're allotted a certain amount of weight to be transported. This guy, in my case, I was allowed 2,000 pounds. And one of the times that I walked into the house, he was saying something to Jess, and I asked him what's up, and he was just saying that it was a lot of stuff. I was like, I'm tracking. I was like, I'm allowed 2,000 pounds. He was like, yes, you are, but we figured, him and the company, that this is what he said. We just figured that no one that you wouldn't use your 2,000 pounds because normally no one does. Well, that's your problem, buddy. I'm using my 2,000 pounds because I'm allowed 2,000 pounds, so I'm gonna use all my 2,000 pounds.
He just complained the
He
whole
was complaining
time.
and crying, and like, first off, they said that they were gonna come anywhere from 9 to 5. It was 11:30, and I called them to see around what time they were gonna show up. They told me 1,300, anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500, just so I could have a ballpark when it was about to come. It was 15:45, and no sign, no smoke signs, no nothing, no call. So I called again, and they told me it was gonna be closer to 1,700, and at 5 I figured that no one was gonna come, so I didn't call. They showed up at 6:30. At 6:30, when I opened the door, when I answered the door, he was like, "Oh, I'm here to pick up your stuff." I'm like, "You mean my unaccompanied baggage?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick it up." I was like, "I'm tracking, you're gonna pack and pick up." He was like, "Well, yeah, but I'm here to pick it up." I was like, "Well, me and my wife already packed some of it, but there's still some things that need to get packed."
Mm-hmm.
He showed up unprepared, rushing, late, and he was just crying, being a little punk.
Yeah, he was like irritated that he was gonna have to come back and all that. So,
and he showed up in a little van.
In a small van with it was already like 75% packed up.
We'll post a picture of the van.
Yes. We also did the AirTags on our stuff. I was excited to do that because I wanted to see where everything was going to be at. So I hid some AirTags in our stuff, just because I wanted to see where it was at, so I wouldn't be wondering like, where is it at, you know, after a week or so. I just don't want to worry about where it's at, and I just wanted to try it out. And it's been updating. It updated yesterday, and it said unaccompanied baggage was in South Carolina. Looks like it's at a port. And our unaccompanied baggage is at Dover Air Force Base or something. I don't know, airfield. I don't know.
Dover Air Force Base.
Yeah, and our household goods were already at a port in South Carolina, so we can see where it is. So we kept 2 AirPods. So one AirPod with unaccompanied, AirTag. One AirTag with unaccompanied baggage and one AirTag with household goods.
Like a residential area.
Yeah, and they have, and we put one of the AirPods in Jose's Jordans. Like his most expensive. What were they, Jordans? What were they? Yeah. So we can check on that. I would like to put an AirTag in my car, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I'll be lucky to just get it gone. And we'll make another video on when they picked up our household.
When they came to pack and pick up.
Yes, it was
a nightmare.
It was crazy. I am so sorry for ending this like this, but Jose and I were so tired. We just turned off the camera and didn't even end it. But stay tuned to the next episode so I can show you our actual moving process, getting to Italy from Georgia, and that nightmare and hassle with passports and visas and my cats, everything. Thanks for watching the Chow Rodriguez family, and we'll see you next time.